Stress does not break you. You break yourself. The difference is not genetics or luck. It comes down to preparation and mindset. Most people view stress as a dangerous enemy. They try to run away from it constantly. But avoiding pressure only makes you highly fragile. You cannot escape the challenges of everyday life. The real goal is to become completely stress-proof. You must build a mind that stays calm. Pressure should make you much stronger, not weaker. When chaos hits, you must be the answer. Do not let the heavy pressure burn you out. Use it as fuel to achieve your goals. This mental strength is built through intentional, daily training. You can choose to rise above the noise. Welcome to Elite Summaries. If you want to master your mind and unlock your true potential, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Most people crumble because they never train for pressure. They expect life to remain easy forever. When hard times hit, they suddenly panic and freeze. They make terrible mistakes and lose complete control. You cannot figure out coping mechanisms during a crisis. That is the time to look at what you built. Hard times reveal your actual level of preparation. It strips away all false pretenses immediately. If you are weak, pressure exposes that vulnerability. If you are strong, it showcases your power. You cannot fake mental toughness when things go wrong. Do not wait for extreme anxiety to start training. That is like trying to learn swimming while drowning. The time to prepare is during the quiet moments. Work on your mental stamina every single day. Life will never check if you are fully ready. It hits unexpectedly without any warning at all. You will either stand tall or fall down completely. Choose strength before the heavy storm finally arrives. Start practicing discipline when the stakes are low. Control small frustrations so you can master big challenges. Unbreakable individuals make preparation a top priority. They challenge themselves daily to grow much faster. Your foundational strength must be built during calm periods. The middle of a crisis is not for building. It is strictly for using your pre-existing power. Build automated habits that serve your long-term vision. Develop solid routines that keep you perfectly grounded. Your daily morning routine sets the entire tone. Starting your day in chaos breeds more chaos later. A controlled morning brings immense focus and deep clarity. Physical fitness plays a massive role in this foundation. A strong body naturally builds a highly resilient mind. When you neglect your health, everything feels exhausting. Your energy drops and your thoughts become cloudy. Regular exercise gives you deep reserves of stamina. You can think sharply even under physical strain. Fitness is pure preparation for unseen mental battles. Choose discipline over temporary comfort every single day. Keep the promises you make to yourself consistently. Your external environment directly affects your brain. A messy space creates a chaotic state of mind. Keep your life organized to avoid sudden panic. Systems allow you to focus your limited energy properly. The people around you alter your mental energy. Avoid individuals who panic over every minor setback. Surround yourself with highly focused, solution-oriented minds. Protect your thoughts from toxic and draining information. Stop consuming media that triggers useless anxiety. Feed your mind with knowledge that builds resilience. Read exceptional books and listen to inspiring voices. High-quality sleep is completely non-negotiable for success. Sleep deprivation ruins your emotional regulation completely. your decision-making degrades, and your patience disappears. A well-rested mind handles massive pressure with ease. Financial stability is another crucial pillar of strength. Money problems quickly bleed into every life area. Living paycheck to paycheck creates perpetual emergency mode. Build an emergency fund to protect your peace. Live below your means and build multiple income streams. Consistency is the true key to this lifestyle. Every choice either makes you resilient or fragile. When stress hits, your body reacts instantly. Your heart rate spikes, and your breathing gets shallow. These are normal biological responses to perceived threats. If you control your body, you control your mind. Your brain always follows your physical state. Short, shallow breathing sends danger signals to your mind. It creates a loop that amplifies fear rapidly. Break this cycle through slow, deep breathing. Controlled breathing activates your internal relaxation response. Practice this technique before you actually need it. Do it during traffic or right before big meetings. Your posture alters your psychology very deeply. Hunching over sends weakness signals to your brain. Stand tall, pull your shoulders back, and take up space. Changing your posture instantly shifts your confidence. Physical movement resets your system very fast. Burn off excess stress hormones through active exercise. A quick walk can reset your mind completely. Relax your facial expressions consciously to drop anxiety. Smooth your forehead and completely unclench your jaw. Open your hands and keep your arms relaxed. These physical shifts completely transform your inner world. There is a powerful space between a trigger and your response. Most people react blindly based on raw emotion. They lash out or shut down immediately. Your true power lives inside that brief pause. The pause allows you to choose logic over chaos. Reacting is automatic, while responding is highly intentional. Mastering the pause stops you from being a victim. It takes conscious effort to slow down your reactions. Automatic stress responses usually make things much worse. Catch your internal warning signs as early as possible. Look for muscle tension or rapid racing thoughts. Intervene before your emotions hijack your logical brain. Take a deep breath to widen that critical space. Ask yourself what response serves your ultimate goal. Physical pauses can mean stepping away from the room. Mental pauses give you time to remember your values. Practice this art during minor daily annoyances. Do it when dealing with rude people or long lines. It helps you act from purpose rather than raw fear. Stress is not poison if you change your perspective. Your relationship with pressure is the real issue. Framing stress as a threat destroys your performance. Shifting your mindset turns stress into pure fuel. Your body cannot differentiate between excitement and anxiety. The physical sensations are almost completely identical. Shifting your interpretation completely changes the outcome. Top athletes use high pressure to achieve peak performance. They use adrenaline to focus heavily on the goal. Stop calling situations stressful and call them intense. View difficult moments as thrilling challenges instead of threats. High pressure means you are doing something that matters. Total comfort leads to zero personal growth. Stress is a clear indicator that you are expanding. Work with your body instead of fighting it. Hard times reveal strengths you never knew you possessed. You build tolerance by facing discomfort intentionally. Avoidance makes your mind incredibly weak over time. Expose yourself to controlled challenges systematically. Increase the difficulty slowly to build mental muscle. Take cold showers to train your nervous system. Pushing through the shock builds massive willpower. Public speaking is fantastic for building stress tolerance. It triggers multiple fears in a completely safe environment. Start small by speaking up in daily meetings. Gradually, work your way up to larger audiences. Physical challenges heavily upgrade your mental resilience. Push your workouts past the point of comfort. Hold a difficult plank longer than your mind wants to. Learn that temporary discomfort does not equal real danger. Put yourself in situations where failure is possible. Apply for advanced positions and launch new projects. Learn to navigate the heavy anxiety of uncertainty. Time constraints are excellent for mental training. Set tight deadlines to force rapid execution. Learn to think clearly when you are rushed. Prioritize tasks quickly and act with absolute certainty. Put yourself in unfamiliar social environments regularly. Practice staying calm when other people get emotional. Take calculated financial risks to expand your comfort zone. Use progressive overload in your mental development. Do not take on too much too fast. Give yourself proper time to recover after challenges. Reflect on what you learned from the experience. Notice how old triggers no longer affect you. Trust your growing ability to handle hard things. When pressure is high, you must decide much faster. Overthinking and second-guessing will destroy your momentum. Waiting for perfect information leads to severe paralysis. Slow decisions limit your options drastically. Hesitation causes anxiety to build up rapidly. Fast decision-making is about absolute decisiveness. Perfect data rarely exists when things move fast. Good choices made quickly beat perfect choices made too late. Fear of making mistakes leads to total inaction. Failing to decide is a choice to remain completely passive. Work confidently with probabilities instead of certainties. Make the best choice possible and commit fully. Set strict time limits for every decision you face. Endless deliberation adds zero value to your life. Use simple frameworks to cut through emotional noise. Identify your options and weigh the likely outcomes. Align your choice with your core values and goals. Consider how your choice will matter in 10 months. Immediate emotions often blur long-term consequences. Separate reversible decisions from irreversible ones. Change reversible choices quickly if they fail to work. Do not let irreversible choices paralyze you forever. Trust your intuition when backed by real experience. Your subconscious recognizes patterns faster than your logic. Limit your options to avoid decision fatigue. Evaluate only the top 2 or 3 paths forward. Base your actions on vision rather than deep worry. Accept that some choices will be wrong and move on. Quick course corrections keep you moving ahead. Track your decisions to build long-term confidence. Decisiveness separates true leaders from passive followers. High stress naturally impairs your logical brain. Your focus narrows and survival mode takes over. You cannot rely on spontaneous thinking during chaos. You need pre-built systems that function automatically. Systems are scripted responses to predictable problems. They act as guardrails when your brain is tired. Good systems work even when you cannot think straight. Identify your common triggers and build specific protocols. Create structured checklists for high-pressure tasks. Pilots and surgeons rely on checklists to save lives. Remove the need to figure things out during a crisis. Establish clear communication protocols with your team. Let people know exactly what to expect from you. Build ample margin into all of your daily plans. Assume things will take longer than you expect. Systems without buffers break down very easily. Resilient systems handle unexpected complications effortlessly. Automate repetitive decisions to save your mental energy. Set up automatic payments and use standard templates. Reduce the number of choices you make daily. Always have a solid backup plan ready to go. Redundancy prevents single points of total failure. Use physical reminders when your memory gets weak. Write down your top priorities where you can see them. Design your environment to make good choices effortless. Remove distractions completely from your workspace. Test your protocols during calm periods to find flaws. Simple systems beat complex ones every single time. Document your processes so you do not have to memorize them. Update your systems continuously based on real-world results. Systems turn terrifying chaos into an orderly process. Pressure can elevate your performance to new heights. It locks your mind onto the current task. Distractions fade away and procrastination disappears entirely. This intense focus unlocks breakthrough capability. The surge of energy can be channeled into excellence. Preparation transforms heavy weight into pure fuel. If you are unprepared, pressure exposes every single gap. Embrace your physiological reactions as performance tools. A racing heart means your body is fully engaged. Do not lower your personal standards when the stakes rise. Aim for absolute excellence when it matters most. Use the intense environment to discover hidden talents. Visualize your success before you enter the room. Mental rehearsal builds immense familiarity with pressure. Develop reliable pre-performance routines to channel your energy. Warm up your mind just like an elite athlete. Practice under artificial pressure to sharpen your skills. Use timers and perform in front of close friends. Focus heavily on the process rather than the final outcome. Execute each step perfectly and trust the results. You cannot control external outcomes, but you control execution. Every successful high-pressure event builds massive confidence. View pressure as a beautiful opportunity to showcase your value. It means you are working on something significant. Raising to the occasion gives you a massive competitive advantage. When chaos erupts, you can become the stabilizing force. Do not add your own panic to an unstable room. Ground yourself deeply so others can find stability. Being the eye of the storm requires absolute presence. Focus entirely on solutions while others focus on problems. Bring calm, measured energy into frantic environments. Panic spreads fast, but calm is equally contagious. Control your physical presence and body language completely. Avoid frantic movements and remain perfectly still. Move with clear purpose to project complete control. Speak much slower when everyone else is shouting. Rushing your words signals panic to the entire room. A deliberate pace forces others to slow down too. Ask sharp, clarifying questions to destroy false assumptions. Stress makes people jump to terrible conclusions. Help the group separate reality from wild speculation. Redirect collective attention to things you can actually control. Stop people from fixating on worst-case scenarios. Keep the conversation moving toward actionable steps. Listen deeply instead of offering rushed advice. Stressed individuals need to be heard and understood. Active listening lowers tension and restores logical thinking. Step up and make firm decisions when others freeze. Maintain momentum by choosing a clear path forward. Be transparent about what you know and what you do not know. Protect the basic physical needs of your team. Ensure people take breaks and stay hydrated. Follow up with everyone once the crisis finally passes. Help your team process the experience and capture lessons. Being the calm center is a conscious, powerful choice. True stress mastery requires proper recovery afterwards. Surviving the pressure is only half the battle. Incomplete recovery causes stress to accumulate dangerously. You remain in a depleted state, ready to break down. Good recovery leads to powerful post-traumatic growth. It makes you significantly stronger than before the crisis. Decompress immediately once the high-pressure period ends. Signal to your nervous system that the danger is gone. Spend time focusing entirely on slow, deep breaths. Light physical movement helps clear out residual stress hormones. Walk or stretch gently to signal total safety. Prioritize high-quality sleep during your recovery phase. Your brain needs sleep to process difficult experiences. Sleep restores chemical balance and repairs cellular strain. Eat nutrient-dense whole foods to replenish your body. Avoid toxic junk foods that create internal stress. Increase your intake of clean water and essential minerals. Dehydration slows down your recovery process significantly. Journal your thoughts to decompress mentally. Do not make major life choices while recovering. Your judgment can be warped by recent exhaustion. Wait until your mind returns to a peaceful baseline. Return to your normal workload gradually and carefully. Reconnect with supportive friends who bring joy. Laugh and talk about topics unrelated to work. Practice deep gratitude for the resilience you displayed. Reflect on the strengths you used to survive. Turn your recent struggles into valuable education. Set strict boundaries to protect your personal restoration time. Monitor your energy levels closely to ensure full healing. Recovery is a highly strategic investment in your future. Long-term stress immunity requires daily, consistent practice. You cannot build immunity during an active crisis. Train your mind when things are completely peaceful. Regular mindfulness practices alter your brain structure positively. It shrinks the fear center and strengthens logic. Dedicate time daily to quiet your racing mind. The specific technique matters far less than consistency. Regular physical exercise updates your stress response system. It helps your body return to baseline much faster. Mix cardiovascular work with solid strength training. Keep your sleep schedule perfectly consistent every day. A stable circadian rhythm builds immense emotional resilience. Challenge negative thought patterns before they take root. Read timeless philosophy to gain deep perspective. Cultivate your social connections before you actually need them. Invest in meaningful relationships during the good times. Expose yourself to minor challenges to build immunity. Regular doses of discomfort build remarkable capability. Connect your daily actions to a higher purpose. A clear mission makes pressure feel completely worthwhile. Meaning transforms suffering into strength and pride. Keep your physical spaces organized to protect your peace. Continuous learning keeps your mind flexible and sharp. Stable routines provide a buffer against external chaos. Proactive planning helps you catch issues early. Protect your financial health to eliminate economic worry. Treat stress immunity like a lifelong fitness goal. You are investing in a version of yourself that cannot be broken. Teaching others to handle pressure deepens your own mastery. Guiding people through chaos builds your own confidence. You internalize the skills completely when you explain them. Plant seeds of resilience when things are calm. Model the exact behavior you want to see in others. People watch your actions far more than they listen to advice. Your steady composure gives others permission to be brave. Create total psychological safety for your team. Allow people to make mistakes without fear of harsh judgment. Teach the fundamentals of breathing and emotional control. Help individuals identify their unique stress patterns. When people know their triggers, they can prepare properly. Provide useful decision-making frameworks rather than final answers. Empower people to think clearly for themselves. Simulate high-pressure scenarios in a safe environment. Practice difficult conversations and tight deadlines together. Shift their perspective to see stress as helpful energy. Teach the difference between acute pressure and chronic exhaustion. Build gentle accountability systems to keep people on track. Celebrate their growth in emotional resilience. Teach proper recovery skills alongside intense performance tactics. Help your people build their own supportive networks. Encourage them to trust their growing capabilities. Avoid rescuing people from challenges they can handle. Overprotection prevents the development of real strength. Support them from the side while they fight their battles. Know your personal limits and recommend professionals when needed. The ultimate goal is to create completely independent leaders. Harnessing pressure gives you a massive competitive advantage. Most people will actively run away from high-stress environments. If you can thrive under pressure, you stand alone. High achievement always requires handling heavy responsibility. You must navigate uncertainty, criticism, and setbacks regularly. Willingness to face pressure unlocks exclusive opportunities. Stress creates a level of focus that comfort can never match. It forces you to adapt and learn at an accelerated pace. Necessity triggers brilliant innovation and creativity. The toughness you build serves you in every area of life. Move confidently toward challenges instead of retreating. High-stakes situations always offer the greatest rewards. Your resilience becomes your ticket to exceptional success. Stay calm, make fast choices, and lead the way forward. The human ability to perform under stress is incredibly valuable. Document your successes to build an undeniable track record. Look back at the hard times you successfully navigated. Choose challenges that stretch your current limits systematically. Do not live in constant survival mode, but optimize your output. Turn pressure into a reliable ally for excellence. The world will continue to be highly unpredictable. Technology, economics, and environments change rapidly. You cannot control the external volatility of life, but you can build an internal world that never snaps. Diversify your sources of meaning and personal identity. Do not tie your entire worth to a single outcome. Maintain mental flexibility to bend without shattering. Accept new realities quickly and discard outdated ideas. Rapid adaptation keeps you relevant and powerful. Keep your body strong as the ultimate platform for success. Build financial flexibility to handle economic shifts. Practice emotional regulation as a mandatory survival skill. Experience your feelings without letting them run your life. Stay curious and never stop upgrading your skills. Radical acceptance of reality gives you immense power. Stop wasting energy wishing things were different. See what is happening clearly and take massive action. The daily choices you make compound over time. Choose growth, adaptation, and conscious response. You will become someone who uses chaos as pure fuel. Unpredictability becomes your absolute best friend. You are no longer dependent on external circumstances for your peace. You are entirely stress-proof, strong, and completely unbreakable.